You know, I miss the simple things. The way a quiet night used to feel safe, like the dark was just empty space waiting for morning. I miss driving home late without that knot in my gut, without checking every shadow on the road. Most of all, I miss trusting my own eyes, my own mind. Back then, I thought the world made sense. People got lost, sure, but you helped them. That's what decent folks do. Now I know better. The dark hides things that aren't meant to be found. My name's Alex. I'm just a regular guy in a small town called Harlan, population barely scraping 10,000. We got one main highway cutting through, Highway 46, that long stretch of nothing connecting us to the next dot on the map. I work at the auto shop on the edge of town, fixing cars for folks who drive too much and care too little. Long hours, greasy hands, but it pays the bills. My life's pretty plain. Wake up, coffee, work, maybe grab a beer with friends after. No family left, just me and my old pickup truck. I like it that way, or I did. That night started like any other. I was bone tired after a double shift. The shop had been slammed with folks prepping for winter. Tires, brakes, the usual. I clocked out around midnight, hopped in my truck and headed home. The radio played some old country tune, static crackling now and then. The air smelled like rain coming, that fresh, wet earth scent mixed with exhaust from the highway. Then the sirens hit. Not police sirens, but that emergency alert blare from my phone. It jolted me awake, heart pounding. I pulled over to check it. The screen lit up red. Emergency alert. Do not pick up lost children after dark. I stared at it, blinking. What the hell? We don't get alerts like that here. Maybe once a year for a storm or a missing person, but this, it felt off. Wrong. I swiped to the local news app. The headline matched. Reports of a kid on Highway 46, looking lost. Drivers stopping to help, but the warnings were clear. Don't. No details why. Just don't stop, don't engage. Authorities investigating. I chuckled at first, nervous like. Probably some prank. Kids messing around. Or maybe a real lost child and they're being careful. But as I read more, a chill crept in. Multiple sightings, all after dark. All the same description. Small, barefoot, crying. I shook it off, put the phone down, started driving again. But the words stuck in my head. Do not pick up. Why say it like that? Like the kid was dangerous. I glanced at the empty passenger seat, imagining for a second what it'd be like to see a little face there, scared and alone. I'd help, right? Who wouldn't? The highway unrolled ahead, dark and quiet. Trees lined the sides, their branches like fingers reaching out. No other cars, just me and the night. I turned up the radio to drown out the quiet, but deep down, that alert gnawed at me, foreshadowing something I couldn't name yet, something waiting in the dark. The truck hummed along Highway 46, the engine's low rumble the only sound besides the fading radio static. I kept my eyes on the road, but my mind wandered back to that alert. Do not pick up lost children after dark. It looped in my head like a bad song. Why kids? What could be so wrong about helping a lost kid? I pictured my own childhood, running around the fields behind my house, getting scraped knees and dirty clothes. If I'd been lost, I'd want someone to stop. That's just human. But the night felt heavier now. The headlights sliced through the black, catching bits of fog rolling in from the woods. The air through the cracked windows smelled cold and damp, like wet leaves rotting underfoot. I shivered, cranked the heat a notch. My phone buzzed again. Another alert, same message. I ignored it, focused on the yellow lines blurring past. That's when I saw him. Just a shape at first, small and still on the shoulder. I slowed down, squinting. A boy, little guy, maybe 6 or 7, standing there barefoot in the dirt. His clothes looked wrong, muddy, torn at the edges, like he'd been out for days. He wasn't moving much, just hunched over, shoulders shaking like he was crying. My heart jumped. Poor kid. What was he doing out here? Highway 46 ain't no place for a child, especially this late. No houses nearby, just miles of empty road and dark trees. I thought about the alert again, but it didn't make sense. This was real. A real kid, scared and alone. I pulled over, tires crunching on gravel, kept the engine running, headlights on him. He lifted his head slow, face pale in the beams. Tears streaked his cheeks, dirt smudged everywhere. His eyes, they caught the light weird, big and dark like pools of ink. But he looked so sad, so lost. "Hey kid," I called out, rolling down the window. The cold air rushed in, carrying that damp chill. "You okay? Where's your folks?" He didn't say nothing at first, just stared. Then a small sob escaped, like a whimper. "Help, please." His voice was tiny, cracked. It tugged at me hard. I glanced around, no cars, no lights. Just us. I should call the cops, I thought. But my phone was low on battery, and out here signal's spotty. What if he freezes while I wait? Nah, better get him in the truck, warm him up, drive to the station in town. The alert flashed in my mind again. "Do not pick up." Screw that. This ain't some prank. This is a kid. I unlocked the door. "Come on, hop in. I'll get you help." He moved slow like his feet hurt. Climbed into the passenger seat, small hands clutching the edge. Up close, he smelled off, not just mud. Something sharper, like old metal mixed with rot, like blood gone bad. I wrinkled my nose but shook it off, probably been wandering in the woods. I pulled back onto the road, glancing over. "What's your name, buddy?" He didn't answer, just sat there staring straight ahead. His breathing was quiet, too quiet. I tried again. "You hurt? How'd you get out here?" Silence, then soft. "Lost." "Okay, simple enough. We'll find your parents. Police station's not far. You hungry? I got a candy bar in the glove box." He shook his head, still not looking at me. The cab felt smaller now, the air thicker. I turned the radio back on. Some talk show droning about weather. Anything to fill the quiet. We drove for a bit. The road curved, trees pressing in. My headlights flickered once, probably the battery acting up. I need to check that at the shop tomorrow. But then I felt it, a weird pressure, like someone pressing on my temples. Subtle at first, like a headache coming on. I rubbed my eyes. "You okay?" I asked him. He turned then, slow. His eyes met mine. Those dark eyes wider now. Empty. Like looking into nothing. A smile crept on his face, small and wrong. Not a kid's smile. Too knowing. My stomach twisted. "What? What's funny?" He giggled. Not a cute laugh. Sharp, echoing a bit in the cab. Like more than one voice, I gripped the wheel tighter. "Cut that out. You're scaring me." The pressure in my head grew. Like fingers poking around in my thoughts. Memories flashed. Random stuff. My dad teaching me to fix a carburetor when I was 10. The day my mom left town for good. Why was I thinking that now? "Stop," I muttered. Not sure if to him or myself. He leaned closer. "Imprint." The word hit like a slap. "What?" I slammed on the brakes. Truck skidding to a stop. Dust kicked up around us. "What did you say?" "Imprint," he whispered again. His voice changed, deeper, layered. Panic hit hard. The alert screamed in my head. "Do not pick up." I looked out the window. Shadows moved. No, shapes. More kids standing just off the road. Barefoot, pale, eyes like his watching. "Oh God," I breathed. I threw the door open, bolted out. The boy stayed put, still smiling. I ran a few steps, then stopped. My truck, my keys were in it. Stupid, I turned back. He was gone, seat empty, door still open. Heart pounding, I crept back. "Kid?" No answer. I scanned the dark. Nothing. But the smell lingered. That rot. I jumped back in, slammed the door, peeled out. Tires spun, gravel flying. The road ahead looked longer, twisted. My phone buzzed. Another alert. I didn't check it. Miles later, I pulled into my driveway. House dark, quiet. I locked the doors, checked every room. Nothing. But that word echoed. Imprint. What the hell was that? I paced the kitchen, coffee brewing but untouched. The clock ticked loud. I thought about calling my buddy Jake from the shop. He's always got a level head. I dialed. It rang twice. "Alex? Man, it's late. What's up?" "Jake, you see those alerts? About the kids on 46. He yawned. "Yeah, weird shit. Probably some hoax." "Why?" I saw one. Picked him up. Silence, then, "You what?" "The alert said not to." "I know, but he was just a kid." Then, things got weird. He said imprint and vanished. Jake laughed, nervous. "Dude, you tired?" "Hallucinating?" "No, there were more out there. Watching." He paused. "Okay, calm down. Come to the shop tomorrow. We'll talk. And don't drive alone tonight." I hung up, uneasy. The house felt wrong. Shadows in corners looked deeper. I sat up all night, lights on, waiting for dawn. But sleep came eventually. Dreams of dark eyes, whispers. When I woke, the unease stuck. I headed to work, but on the way, I passed Highway 46. Slowed down. No kids, just empty road. At the shop, Jake was waiting. Tall guy, beard, always in oil-stained jeans. "You look like hell, Alex." I told him everything. The eyes, the smell, the word. He listened, frowning. Sounds crazy, but I heard something similar. Old-timers talk about stuff on that highway. Kids that ain't kids. What do you mean? He shrugged. Legends, ghosts or something, from back in the mining days. Accidents, lost souls. I shook my head. This was real. We worked the day, but my mind wandered. Customers came and went. Mrs. Ellis with her flat tire, complaining about the alerts. "Scary world," she said. "Kids out there alone." I nodded, but inside, doubt grew. Was it real? Or did I imagine it? After shift, I drove home careful, no stops. But as dusk fell, my phone lit up again. More alerts, more sightings. That night, alone in bed, I heard it. Soft footsteps outside, padding on the porch, then a whisper through the window. Imprint. I froze, sheets clutched. It couldn't be, but the chill said otherwise. I grabbed my phone, searched the news, articles popping up, drivers missing, cars found empty, no bodies, just gone. One story caught me. A woman picked up a girl last week, vanished. Her family said she called sounding wrong, like not herself. My blood ran cold. Was that what imprint meant? Taking over? I barricaded the door. Sat with a bat. The night dragged, every creak a threat. By morning I was wrecked, but determined. I needed answers. Called Jake again. "We gotta look into this," he agreed. "Meet at the diner." "Bring anyone else?" I thought of Sarah, the waitress there. Smart, knows everyone. "Yeah, let's get a group." At the diner, smells of coffee and bacon. Sarah poured us cups, listened as we talked. Blonde hair tied back, eyes wide. I saw the alerts. Freaky. My brother drives that road. We formed a plan. Drive Highway 46 together tonight. See if we spot them. Record it. Call cops if needed. Stupid? Maybe. But sitting scared wasn't me. As night fell, we piled in my truck. Me, Jake, Sarah. Flashlights. Phones ready. The road waited. Dark and silent. We drove slow. Nothing at first. Then, a mile out, Sarah gasped. "There! A girl this time. Small, barefoot, crying." My hands shook. "Don't stop." But Jake leaned forward. "We have to check." Debate flared. Sarah wanted to help. I told them my story again. In the end, curiosity won. We pulled over. The girl looked up. Same eyes, hollow. "Hey," Sarah called soft. "You lost?" The girl nodded. "Help!" The air changed. That smell hit. I whispered, "Drive. Now." But Sarah opened the door. "Come on, sweetie." No, I grabbed her arm. "Don't!" Too late. The girl climbed in, smiled. Pressure in my head. Whispers. Imprint. We all froze. More shapes in the dark. Kids watching. Panic. I hit the gas. Truck roared forward. The girl laughed. "That awful sound!" Sarah screamed. Jake swore. We sped away, but the girl stayed, staring. At a pullout, I stopped. "Get out!" She didn't move, just whispered again. We dragged her out. Cold skin, like ice. Left her there. Drove fast. Back in town, we huddled at the diner, shaken. "What was that?" Sarah asked, voice trembling. "I don't know," I said. "But it's not over." That night, whispers at my window. Footsteps. They followed us home. The next day dragged on like a bad dream I couldn't shake. I woke up with that pressure still lingering in my head. Faint but there, like a whisper I couldn't quite hear. The house smelled stale. The coffee I brewed tasted bitter. I stared out the window at the grey morning. Highway 46, visible in the distance like a scar on the land. No kids out there now. Just empty asphalt and fog. At the shop, Jake looked as rough as I felt. Bags under his eyes, hands shaky on the wrench. "You hear anything last night?" he asked, voice low so the other guys wouldn't hear. I nodded. Footsteps. Whispers. That word again. Sarah texted us both. "Can't stop thinking about it. Meet after work." We did, back at the diner. She slid into the booth, face pale. I heard them too, outside my apartment. Small knocks on the door, like a kid wanting in. We sat there, picking at fries gone cold. The diner buzzed around us. Locals chatting about weather, football, normal stuff. But we weren't normal anymore. That girl in the truck, her cold skin when we pulled her out. It stuck with me. "What do we do?" Sarah asked. "Call the cops?" Jake snorted. "And say what? Ghost kids are following us? They'd lock us up." I leaned in. "We need to know more. Those legends you mentioned, Jake. About the mining days." He rubbed his beard. "Yeah. Harlan used to be a coal town back in the 1800s. Mines everywhere under these hills. Accidents happened. Whole families lost when shafts collapsed. Kids too, working young back then. Sarah's eyes widened. You think these are ghosts? Not sure. But folks say the lost ones wander looking for a way out. Or in. A chill ran down my spine. The smell from the boy came back to me. Rot and metal, like mine dust gone bad. We decided to dig deeper. After the diner, we hit the library. Old building on Main Street, smells of dust and old paper. The librarian, Mrs. Hargrove, eyed us funny. What you folks after? History on the mines, I said. Accidents, especially with kids. She pointed us to the archives. We pored over yellowed newspapers, faded photos, headlines from 1892, cave-in traps dozens. Stories of rescuers hearing cries from the dark, but finding no one alive. One article stuck out. A survivor talking about echoes that weren't right. Voices calling names, but twisted. Look, Sarah whispered, pointing. A photo of orphaned kids after a big collapse. Pale faces, big eyes, like the ones we saw. Jake found a journal entry, photocopied from some miner's log. The dark takes pieces of you, it read. Leaves hollows where your soul was. Hollow, like those eyes. We left as the library closed, sun dipping low. The air outside felt thick, watchful. On the drive home, I spotted a shadow by the road. A small figure, gone when I blinked. That night, the whispers got louder. Not just outside. In the walls, like scratching. I sat up in bed, bat in hand. Who's there? Silence. Then, imprint. I jumped, heart racing. Checked every room. Empty. But the pressure built, memories flashing unwanted. My first kiss with Jenny in high school. The crash that took my dad. Why now? I called Jake. It's getting worse. Same here, he said, voice shaky. Saw one in my backyard. Just standing there. Sarah joined the call. Me too. We need to stick together. We met at my place, brought sleeping bags. Safety in numbers, right? The house creaked as we talked, sharing stories. Jake lost his brother young, mine accident. Sarah's mom left when she was a kid. Common threads, loss, hollow spots in our lives. Around midnight, a knock. Soft, like a child's fist, we froze. Don't answer, I whispered. It came again, then a cry, muffled. Help, Sarah stood. It sounds real. No, Jake grabbed her. Remember the truck? The crying stopped. Then laughter, that shrill, layered sound. We barricaded the door with the couch, sat back to back, flashlights on. The night stretched, every shadow a threat. By dawn, quiet. But we were changed. Eyes red, nerves shot. Work was hell. I dropped tools, jumped at noises. Customers noticed. You okay, Alex? Fine, I lied. But inside, dread built. After shift, we drove to the old mine entrance. Boarded up miles off Highway 46. Weeds choked the path. Air smelled of damp earth and decay. Why here? Sarah asked. If it's tied to the mines, maybe answers inside. We pried boards loose, flashlights cutting the dark. The tunnel yawned, cold air rushing out like breath. Inside, echoes of our steps. Water dripped, graffiti on walls, names, dates from long ago. Deeper, we found carvings, symbols, crude drawings of eyes. Big, hollow, then a sound, footsteps, small ones. We spun. Nothing. Let's go, Jake said. But Sarah pointed. Look, a small shoe, old and rotted, half buried in dirt. We backed out fast. Outside, dusk fell, shapes in the trees, kids watching. We ran to the truck, drove away, but the pressure followed. Stronger. That night, visions hit, not dreams, awake flashes. I saw the mine collapse, rocks crushing small bodies, cries echoing. Then darkness, endless, hunger for light, for life. They weren't ghosts. They were echoes, hungry ones, needing to imprint on the living, take pieces to fill their hollows. I told the others next morning. They nodded. Same visions. We have to stop it, Sarah said. How? Jake asked. Find the source. Back to the mine. But fear gnawed. More sightings reported on news. Town buzzing. Alerts constant. We geared up. Lanterns, ropes. Headed out at noon before dark. The entrance loomed. We went in deeper this time. Air grew thick, metallic taste. Found a chamber. Old tools scattered. And bones. Small ones. A chill hit. Whispers started. Imprint. We turned. Eyes in the dark. Glowing faint. Run, I yelled. We bolted, but the tunnel twisted. Lost our way. Panting, we stopped. Sarah cried. What are they? Lost souls, Jake said. Wanting in. A hand touched my shoulder, cold. I screamed. It was gone, but the touch lingered, like ice in my veins. We found the exit somehow, collapsed outside. Back home, we argued. No more mines, Sarah said. But it's spreading, I countered. More people seeing them, news confirmed, drivers vanishing daily. That evening, a new twist. My neighbor, old Mr. Klein, knocked. Saw a kid at your door last night. You okay? I paled. Don't help them, he laughed. Too late. Gave him water. His eyes looked off, hollow. Oh God. We watched him leave. Something wrong in his walk. Next day, Klein was gone. House empty, car there. They took him. Panic spread in town. Meetings at the community center. We went, listened. Sheriff spoke. Stay indoors after dark. Don't stop for anyone. Questions flew. What are they? Unknown, he said. But his voice shook. We shared our story quiet with a few. Some believed, some scoffed. One guy, Tom, old miner descendant. My grandpa talked about imprinters, souls that copy the living. Replace them slow. Replace? My stomach dropped. How? Sarah asked. Get in your head. Take memories, then. You fade, they stay. That explained the pressure. The flashes, we left shaken. Night fell. Whispers louder. In bed I felt it, a pull, like something rooting in my mind. I fought it, thought of good things, but they slipped away. Morning came. Jake called. I forgot my brother's name. Just for a second, Sarah. Me too. Childhood stuff blurring. It was happening. Imprinting. We met, desperate. We have to end this. Back to research. Online forums now buzzing. Stories from other towns. Similar alerts years ago. One post. They're from the void. Minds open doors. Cosmic? Not just ghosts. Dread deepened. The dark wasn't empty. It hungered. That afternoon we saw one in daylight. By the shop. Small boy smiling. Customers froze. Then it vanished. Town panic peaked. Stores closed early. We holed up at my place. Planned a ritual from old books. Salt circles. Chants to close doors. Silly? Maybe. But options thin. As night came, knocks again. Cries. We ignored. But the pressure built to pain. Visions overwhelmed. I saw through their eyes. Darkness. Endless. Loneliness chewing souls. Pity mixed with fear. Then a breakthrough. Sarah found a map. Hidden shaft. Under Highway 46, the source? We geared up. Tomorrow we go in, but sleep brought horrors. Dreams of becoming hollow. The map Sarah found was old, crumpled from the library's back shelves. It showed Harlan's underbelly. The web of mine shafts snaking below the town. Some forgotten since the collapses. One marked in faded red. A hidden entrance right under Highway 46, near where I'd first seen the boy. This could be it, she said, finger tracing the line. The source, where they come from. We stared at it over coffee at my kitchen table, the morning light doing little to chase the chill. Jake nodded slow. Makes sense. The road's built over old tunnels. Maybe the dark leaks out there. I felt the pressure again, a dull throb behind my eyes. Memories flickered. Bits of my life feeling distant, like watching someone else's home movies. We go today, before dark. We packed smart. Flashlights with extra batteries, a crowbar from the shop, water, snacks, even a first aid kit, though what good it'd do against whispers, I didn't know. Sarah brought salt, big bag from her pantry. Old tales say it wards off spirits. Jake chuckled weak. Worth a shot. The drive to the spot was quiet. Highway 46 empty, unusual for midday. We pulled off at an overgrown pullout, weeds tall as knees. The map led us into the woods. Boots crunching leaves. Smells of pine and damp soil, but under it, that metallic tang. Found the entrance after an hour's hike. A rusted grate half buried in dirt, vines choking it. We pried it open, the metal groaning like a cry. Darkness poured out, cold and thick. You sure? Sarah asked, voice small. No, I admitted, but we got her. We tied ropes around waists, linked like climbers. Flashlights on, we descended. The shaft sloped steep. Walls rough rock, slick with moisture. Echoes of drips, our breaths loud. Deeper, the air grew heavy, pressing like weight. Smells shifted, rot stronger, like dead things long buried. Hear that? Jake whispered. Faint. Whispers. Not words yet. but murmurs. We pushed on. The tunnel leveled, branching. We followed the map, left then right. Found old rails, rusted carts tipped over, bones scattered. Animal? Or, Sarah gasped. Look, scratches on walls, claw marks deep, and words carved. Hollow inside. My skin crawled. The pressure spiked, visions hitting hard. I saw kids in old clothes, lanterns dim, picking at rock. Then rumble, collapse, screams cut short. Darkness swallowing them whole. I shook it off. They're showing us. Why? Jake asked. To weaken us, make us hollow too. We moved faster, found a big chamber, ceiling lost in black. In the center a pit, deep edges crumbling, around it shapes. Small figures etched in stone, eyes big. Whispers grew. Imprint, imprint. Flashlights flickered. Sarah sprinkled salt in a circle. Stay inside, we did. The air stirred, like wind in a closed space. Shadows moved at the edges, then eyes appeared. Glowing faint in the dark. Dozens, surrounding us. Don't look, I said, but too late. Their gaze pulled. Visions flooded. Not just mine now, theirs. Endless dark, no time, no light. Hunger for warmth, for thoughts, for life. They weren't evil, just empty. Needing to fill. One stepped forward, a boy, like the first. Help, he said, voice echoing. Jake swung the crowbar. Back off, it laughed. More joined. Circle tightening. Sarah chanted something from a book. Old words meant to banish. The eyes dimmed a bit. Whispers faltered. It's working, I yelled. We backed toward the exit, salt trailing. But the ground shook. Dust fell. Run, Jake shouted. We bolted, ropes tugging. Tunnel blurred, lungs burning, emerged gasping into daylight. Grate slammed shut behind, collapsed on grass, hearts pounding. Did it work? Sarah panted. Quiet for a moment, no whispers. But as sun dipped, doubt crept. Back home, we cleaned up, ate a pizza, tried to laugh it off. News that night, more vanishings. A family gone, minivan empty on 46. Not over, I said. Jake nodded. Deeper next time. Close the pit. Sarah looked scared. What if we can't? We had to. That night, alone, the pressure returned. Stronger. I forgot my address for a second. Panicked, wrote it down, called them. It's speeding up. Agreed to meet tomorrow. But sleep brought worse. Dreams of being in the dark, hollow, whispering to others. Morning, town felt off. People on streets, eyes distant. Hollow? At the shop, a customer, young mom. Saw a kid last night. Cute thing. Gave him a ride, I froze. You what? She smiled wrong. He's fine now. Her eyes, dark pools. I backed away, told Jake. Spreading, he said. We grabbed Sarah, headed to Tom's place. The old guy from the meeting. His house cluttered with mine junk, lanterns, picks. Tell us more, I begged. He lit a pipe, smoke curling. Imprinters, not ghosts. From the void the mines tapped. Coal wasn't all they dug. Opened rifts. Things came through. Echoes of lost kids, but twisted. They imprint. Copy you bit by bit. Then you're gone. They're you. How to stop? Sarah asked. Close the rift. But it takes a sacrifice. One must stay. Fill the hollow. We stared. No way, he shrugged. Old way. Or it spreads till town's empty. We left heavy. Argued in the truck. Can't be, Jake said. But deep down, maybe. That afternoon, more sightings. Kids in parks, alleys. Daylight now. Town meeting again. Sheriff looked hollow too. Stay calm. Authorities handling. Lies. We snuck out, planned our return. Night fell early. Clouds thick. At the entrance, whispers waited. Louder. Down we went. Lanterns bright. Chamber again. Pit humming. Like breath. Eyes everywhere. We sprinkled salt around the pit. Chanted. Wind howled. Shadows lunged. Jake swung crowbar. Hit nothing. Sarah screamed, a hand on her ankle. Cold. I pulled her free. Then vision. The rift below swirling dark. To close, a voice in my head. Give one. No, we fought back, but they pressed. Escaped again. Barely. Back topside. Sarah cried. I felt it. Taking my mum's face from my mind. Jake forgot his wife's birthday. Gone. Me. My shop pin slipped away. Time running out. Next day, research frantic. Forum said same. Sacrifice or seal with blood. No, but town worsening. Neighbors vanishing. Empty houses we hold up. Debated. I'll do it, Jake said, quiet. No, Sarah yelled. Have to. Tears. But I shook head. Find another way. Deep night, knocks, cries. We ignored, but pressure crushed. Visions of the void. Tempting now. Peace in hollow. Fought it, morning decision. Back in. No sacrifice. Geared heavier. Dynamite from Tom's shed. Old stock. Blow the pit, I said. Risky. Collapse us too. But options gone. Hiked there. Sun-high entrance waited, like mouth. Down. Whispers mocked. Chamber. Pit alive. Eyes swarming. We set charges. Timers. Run after, Jake said. Lit fuses. Explosion rocked. Dust choked. Eyes screamed. We ran, tunnels shaking, made it out as ground rumbled. Quiet after. Did it work? Night came. No whispers. Relief. But next day, alert still. More kids. Failed. Worse. Now they hunted us specific. Saw them outside windows. Smiling. Imprint. Pressure constant. Forgot big chunks. My name fuzzy sometimes. Sarah lost her job memory. Jake his home address. Fading. Desperate back to Tom. You know, he said. Eyes hollow now. Sacrifice. He was gone too. Town falling, we three. Last holdouts argued who goes drew straws me. Short one. No. But accepted. Tomorrow. We go. Final time. The straw felt light in my hand, but the weight of it crushed me. We sat in my living room. The map spread out like a bad omen. Salt scattered on the floor from our last failed ritual. Jake avoided my eyes, fiddling with his coffee mug. Sarah wiped tears, her face pale under the lamplight. It doesn't have to be you, Alex. We can draw again. No, I said, voice steady though my gut twisted. Fair's fair. If Tom's right, one of us stays down there, fills the hollow, closes it for good. Jake stood, paced. This is crazy. We're not miners or priests, just folks. There has to be another way. But we knew there wasn't. The town was unraveling. That morning, I'd driven to the shop. Streets empty, stores shuttered. A few people out, but their walks were off. Jerky. Eyes too wide. Hollow. The news app buzzed constant alerts now, not just Highway 46. Kids spotted in backyards, parks, even inside homes. Whispers reported everywhere. At the shop, only me and Jake showed. The other guys called out sick. We worked in silence, tools clanging loud in the quiet. Oil smelled sharp, mixed with that rot creeping in from outside. Mid-morning, a customer pulled up. Old truck, rattling. The driver stepped out. A man I knew, Bill from down the road, but his smile stretched wrong. Fix the brakes? He asked, voice flat. I nodded, but up close his eyes, dark voids. You see the kids, Bill? He laughed, that layered sound. Helped one last night. Good boy. Jake dropped his wrench. We backed away slow. Bill just stood there watching, then drove off without the fix. He's gone, Jake whispered. Imprinted. By noon, we closed shop. Met Sarah at her apartment. She looked wrecked, hair messy, clothes rumpled. Couldn't sleep. Visions all night. Saw the mines opening, dark pouring out like oil. Kids first to fall in. We shared ours. Mine. Endless void, pulling at me, tempting with quiet. No pain, no loss. Just hollow peace. We go tonight, I said. Before I forget who I am. They protested, but weak. We knew. Afternoon dragged. We gathered supplies. Lanterns. More dynamite from Tom's now empty house. His door ajar. Whispers inside. We didn't enter. Drove to the entrance as sunset. Sky bled red, trees like skeletons. The grate yawned open like it waited. Ropes tied, we descended. Air colder this time, biting skin. Whispers started immediate, mocking. Imprint. Stay. Flashlights cut shadows dancing. We reached the chamber quick, pit humming louder. Eyes glowed brighter, circling. Sarah sprinkled salt. Jake set charges around the edge. You blow it after I... Go in! No, Sarah choked. We all leave, but the eyes pressed closer. Pressure slammed my head. Visions hit, my life unraveling. Dad's face blurred. Shop memories faded. A boy appeared, the first one. You, he whispered. Fill us. I stepped forward. Take me. Leave them. Jake grabbed me. Alex! Struggle. Shadows lunged. Sarah screamed as cold hands touched her. I shoved free, ran to the pit. Looked down, swirling black, calls pulling, jumped. No, a hand yanked me back. Jake. Not alone. Tumble. All three fell in. No, rope caught, chaos. We climbed out but changed. The void touched us deeper, back topside, night full. Stars hidden. We drove silent, but whispers followed in the truck. Home, we collapsed. But sleep? No, visions shared now, like linked minds. Morning broke grey. Town worse. Sheriff on TV, eyes hollow. All under control. Lies. I forgot my truck keys location. Panicked search. Found them, but dread built. We met at diner. Empty, waitress gone. We brewed our own coffee. Last night, I felt it, Sarah said. The imprint starting. My thoughts, not mine. Jake nodded. Me too. We gotta try again. Better plan. Research frantic. Sarah's laptop, forums alive with panic. Similar events in old mining towns. One story. A group sealed it with blood ritual. No sacrifice, just shared cut, drip into pit. Hope? We tried that night. Back down. Chamber alive. Wind howling. Cut palms, blood dripped. Eyes screamed. Pit bubbled. Then quiet. Eyes faded. Up top, relief. No whispers, but dawn brought truth. Alerts screamed. Kids everywhere. Town evacuated? No, too late. Neighbor knocked. Hollow eyes. Help? We slammed door inside, argued. Ritual failed, Jake yelled. Void wants full take, Sarah cried. I can't, losing myself, me too. Forgot Mom's voice. Afternoon, desperate drive. Out of town? Highway 46 blocked. Cars abandoned. Kids standing silent. Turned back. Night fell heavy. Whispers in ears. Imprint now. Visions overwhelmed. Saw the origin. Miners digging too deep, rift opening. Dark entities latching on dead kids' forms. Using them to spread imprint, consume towns. Cosmic hunger. Not local. Endless. We hold up. Salt circles, but breached. A girl appeared inside. Smiling. We ran to basement. Locked. She whispered through door. Pressure crushed. I forgot Jake's name a second. Terror. Morning, she gone. But marks on door, claws. Town silent now. No birds, no cars. We ventured out. Houses empty. People. Gone or hollow. Saw groups. Folks with dark eyes moving as one. They saw us. Chased slow. Back home barricade. We end it, I said. I go alone. They agreed. Broken. Prepared. Note left. If anyone finds. Dusk. To entrance. Down solo. Lantern flickering. Chamber. Pit calling. Eyes welcomed. I stood edge. Take me. Close. Jumped. Full endless. Dark wrapped visions. All lives taken. Hollow filled with me, but woke. On ground. Chamber collapsed? No, still there. But changed. Eyes gone. Quiet. Climbed out. Night still town? Whispers stopped. Met. Jake. Sarah. It worked. Nodded, but felt wrong. Hollow inside. Days passed. Town stirred. People back? No. Returned with odd smiles. Realized too late. I imprinted them all. Me the vessel, no. Woke true in bed. Dream, no. Pressure gone. But memories sharp. Too sharp, Jake called. You okay? Felt weird, same. It stopped or paused. News, alerts end. No more kids. Relief. But night. Whisper faint. Imprint complete. What? Looked mirror. Eyes dark. Oh God, told others. They checked. Same. We were hollow now. Imprinted. Town ours. No, theirs through us. Spread subtle. Days blurred. Acted normal. But inside, void. Saw a kid on road. Smiled. Ours. Horror built slow. We caused it, met secret. Fight back. How? Rooted deep. Visions showed. Imprint reversible. If source destroyed from inside, one must go back. Stay in void. Me again. Agreed. Tomorrow. But doubt. Am I me or them? Night. Footsteps. Our own? The mirror in my bathroom fogged up from the hot shower. But when I wiped it clear, my eyes stared back different. Darker. Deeper. Like shadows lived behind them now. I leaned in close, breath clouding the glass again. Was that me, or something else looking out? The pressure in my head pulsed soft. A reminder. Imprint complete? No, not yet, but close. Too close. That morning, the house smelled like stale coffee and fear. I brewed a pot anyway, hands shaking as I poured. Jake and Sarah showed up early, bags under their eyes matching mine. We sat at the kitchen table, map crumpled between us. Tonight, I said. I go back. Alone. Sarah shook her head, blonde strands falling loose. We all go. If you stay, we make sure it works. Jake nodded, beard scratching as he rubbed his chin. Yeah, can't let you vanish without knowing. Argument flared quick. I wanted them safe. They wanted closure. In the end, we compromised. They'd wait topside, rope ready to pull me if needed. But deep down I knew, no pulling back from the void. Town was a ghost now, streets empty, wind whistling through open doors. We drove to the shop for supplies, but the place felt wrong. Tools scattered, like folks left mid-job. A note on the counter. Gone home, kids calling. My stomach knotted. How many imprinted? We grabbed what we could. Extra lanterns, a pickaxe, flares. Air smelled of grease and that rot clinging. Outside, a small figure stood across the street. Girl, barefoot, watching. We piled in the truck fast, didn't look back. At Sarah's apartment for lunch, canned soup, tasteless. She shared a find from online, printed pages shaking in her hand. Old forum post. Says the imprinters aren't from our world. Mine's hit a vein, not coal. Something older, cosmic dark. They use kid forms because that's what died first. Innocent shells to lure, Jake frowned. So not ghosts. Aliens, demons? Doesn't matter, I said. They hunger, take memories to build themselves. Imprint till we're shells. Visions hit us all then, shared like a bad dream. I saw the rift opening. Miner's picks striking wrong rock. Dark spilling out, latching on trapped souls. Twisting them, spreading up through cracks to the highway above. Sarah gasped. I felt it. Their loneliness. Endless. Pity crept in, mixing with dread. Were they evil? Or just surviving? Afternoon, we hiked trails around the mine. Scouted. Found more entrances, small vents, hidden in brush. Whispers leaked from them, faint calls. Help. Imprint. A boy appeared sudden, blocking the path. Same hollow eyes. You come. Jake swung the pickaxe, missed. Boy vanished, laughter echoing. We ran back to truck, hearts pounding. They're waiting, Sarah panted. Home we rested, or tried. I paced, memories slipping more. Forgot my birthday. Panicked, asked them. July 15th, Jake said, but it felt foreign. Dusk fell slow, sky grey. We drove to the main entrance. Great pried open easy now like it invited. Ropes tied, lanterns lit. The descent chilled bone deep. Air thick with metal and decay. Deeper. Tunnels twisted familiar, yet wrong. Walls pulsed faint like breathing. We found side chambers, old camps, rusted beds, bones in corners, small skulls grinning, whispers built. Names called. Alex, Jake, Sarah, she froze. My mom's voice. Don't listen, I warned. But the pull strengthened. Visions flashed. Sarah as a kid. Mom leaving. Door slamming. Hollow left behind. She cried soft. Jake hugged her. Fake, all fake. We pushed to the big chamber. Pit loomed darker. Eyes swarmed, glowing hungry. Go back, I told them. I'll handle. They refused. Salt circle drawn. We chanted old words from the printout. Wind rose. Shadows clawed. A hand grabbed my ankle. Cold burn. I kicked free, but skin numbed. More came. Girls, boys circling. Jake lit a flare. Bright hiss. They recoiled. Jump! Voices urged. Fill us. Pressure crushed my skull. Memories poured out. Childhood bike rides. First job. Losses. Feeding them, Sarah screamed. A girl latched on her arm. Ice spread. I swung lantern. Connected. Girl dissolved in sparks. We backed to edge, then twist. The pit spoke. Deep rumble. One stays, or all. Jake stepped forward. Me then? No. Sarah pulled him. Struggle. Eyes lunged. I shoved them toward exit. Run! I'll stay. They fought, but shadows helped. Pushed them out. Alone now. Pit pulling. I edged close. Looked in. Swirl of nothing calls tempting. Peace. No more fight. But hesitated. Visions showed truth. Imprint not take. Merge. Become one with void. Horror, not sacrifice. Joining. Rope tugged. Then pulling. I grabbed. Climbed slow. Hands slipped. Numb. Emerged gasping. They hugged me. Thought lost. Drove home silent. Night black, but whispers followed. Louder in heads. Sleep brought shared nightmare. We were the kids trapped. Calling for help. Imprinting others. Woke screaming. Morning. Town stirred odd. People out, but coordinated. Eyes meeting ours. Knowing a group approached house. Neighbors hollow. Join. We barricaded. Planned escape. Out of town. But Highway 46? Lined with kids at other roads. Same. Trapped. Afternoon. Visions revealed backstory. First imprint, minor survivor. Took a lost boy home after collapse. Boy imprinted, spread to family. Town hushed it, but rift grew, cycles every few decades. Now us. We argued blame. My fault, I said. Picked first one. No, Sarah. Alerts failed. Town knew. Jake found old journal in my attic. Grandpa's. Minor. Closed once. With blood. How? Fed the pit a willing soul. Same as Tom. But Grandpa lived. No. Vanished after. Sacrifice worked temporary. Dread sank. No permanent closed night assault. Knocks turned bangs. Windows rattled. We lit flares inside. Salt lines, but breached. A boy slipped through crack. Smiling. Jake swung pick. Hit Warboy touched him. Jake froze, eyes glazing. Sarah pulled him away. Boy gone. But Jake changed. Forgot our plan mid-sentence. Imprint accelerating. Me too. Lost words. Sentences fragmented. Sarah held strong. We go back. All in. Agreed. Prepared final. Notes to no one. Dusk again. Entrance. Down. Chamber. Pit alive. Eyes feast. We stood edge. Hands linked. Together, I said. Jump? Wind pushed back. Voices. Choose. Fight broke. Shadows separated us. I fell alone. Dark swallowed. Vision's ultimate. Cosmic origin. Void between stars. Entities drifting, latching worlds. Mind's portals earth many. Harlan won. Woke on chamber floor. Alone. Climbed out. Night still. Found them topside. Waiting. But eyes hollow. Imprint. They whispered. Mine too. No, fought ran, but where? Town theirs, hid in woods. Watched, they searched. Small feet padding. Hunger grew, not food. For more. Realized, partial imprint. Now hunger like them. Days blurred. Atty berries, slept little. Visions guided. To seal, merge full. Become guardian, or spread. Chose fight, snuck back town. Found dynamite leftover. To mine. Blue entrances. Rocks tumbled. Quiet after. But whispers in head. Not gone. Town normalized slow. People acted fine. But I saw the hollow. Jake, Sarah called. Come home. Their voices wrong. Avoided. Lived edges. Watched highway. Kids still appeared. Fewer. One night. Saw driver stop. Pick up. Screamed warning. Too late. Cycle on. My turn. Felt pull to road. Stand. Cry. Fought. But weakening. Memories gone. Name fuzzy Alex. Hollow end near. The woods pressed in around me like a living thing. Branches scratching at my arms as I stumbled through the underbrush. I'd been hiding out here for days now, or maybe weeks. Time blurred with the whispers constant in my head. My name was Alex. I clung to that, repeated it like a prayer. Alex. Auto shop guy. No family, but even that felt thin, like paper tearing. The imprint dug deeper each night, filling the hollows with their dark. I crouched behind a fallen log, breath shallow. Footsteps padded nearby. Small, deliberate. Kids. Always kids. Their eyes glowed faint in the twilight, searching. I peeked over the log. 3 of them, barefoot, clothes ragged. They stopped, heads tilting like dogs scenting prey. Imprint, one whispered. The word echoed in my skull, pulling at memories. Dad's laugh gone now. Shop smells faded. I ran low, heart hammering. Thorns tore my jeans, but pain grounded me. Made it to a clearing, old campfire ring. Sat back to a tree. Pulled out the journal. Grandpa's, pages yellow. Read by flashlight dimming. The void calls. One must answer to shut the door. I go tonight. Last entry. He vanished after. My turn. Had to be. Phone buzzed weak. Low battery. Signal spotty. Text from Sarah. Where are you? Jake's bad. Forgetting everything. I typed back. Woods off 46. Coming. Weaned it now. Waited. Hours. Dock full. Then rustles. Them? No, Jake and Sarah. Flashlights bobbing. Alex! Sarah hugged me fierce. She smelled like fear and coffee. Jake behind. Eyes shadowed. Man, you look row. You too. His walk was off, stiff. We sat in the clearing. Shared what little food. Granola bars, stale. Town's gone, Jake said. People moving like puppets. Saw the sheriff pick up a kid. Smiled after. Sarah nodded. I forgot my own face in the mirror. Had to look twice. The imprint. We all felt it, merging us into them. Grandpa's way, I said. Sacrifice. Me in the pit. You seal with dynamite, they argued. All or none, Jake growled. But I saw their eyes, hollow creeping in. Time short. We hiked back to the entrance under moonless sky, air thick, smells of earth and rot heavy. Grate open, waiting like always, ropes tied. Dynamite packed careful, lantern slit, descent slow. Tunnels colder, walls weeping water. Whispers rose quick. Welcome. Fill us. A vision hit shared. We staggered. Saw the first miner, Grandpa's time. Pick striking rift. Dark flooding. Kids screaming, a ceiling fell. Entities latching, using forms to climb out. Imprint to survive light. Not demons, Sarah gasped. Parasites. From nothing, Jake swung picket shadow. Whatever. End them. Deeper. Branches we hadn't seen. Two cone. Narrow. Sloping down. Air grew hot, strange. Sulfur sting. Found a new chamber. Not the pit. Walls carved with eyes, hundreds. Glowing soft. Center. Altar. Stone slab stained dark. Bones around. Small eyes appeared. Kids swarming from cracks. Imprint now, they chorused. We backed up. Salt thrown. Fizzled on ground. A boy lunged at Jake. Touched his chest. Jake froze. Gasped. I see. What? I yelled. Them. Us. Same. His eyes darkened. Instant. Sarah screamed. Pulled him away. But too late. Jake shook head. I'm me, but felt their hunger. Personal hit. He told us quiet. My brother. Died young. Hollow since. They fill it. Revelation. That's why us. Our losses. Easy entry. More came. Girls grabbing Sarah. She fought. Nails scratching cold skin. I lit flare. Bright pop. They shrieked back. Ran to main chamber. Pit there. Swirling mad. Eyes everywhere. Wind howling. Set charges. I shouted over noise. Jake did. Hands fumbling. Forgot how? No, managed. Sarah chanted banish words. Voice broke. Kids closed in. One touched me. Cold fire. Vision. My life. All losses. Mom leaving. Dad crash. Alone always. Hollow ready. They chose me, I realized. From first pickup. Sarah nodded tearful. Us too. Broken ones. Confrontation peaked. Boy, the first, stepped forward. Join. No pain. I swung lantern. Hit him. He dissolved. Reformed. Laughter layered. Jake yelled. Timer's set. Run. But kids blocked exit. Fight raw. Punches to cold flesh. They felt solid now. Strong. Sarah clawed one. It bit her hand. Blood dripped. Pressure max. Head splitting. Twist. Jake turned. Eyes full hollow. Stay imprinted. He grabbed Sarah. Phil. I shoved him hard. He fell toward pit. Teetered. Alex. Help. Hand out. But eyes lied. Pulled back? No. He slipped in. Scream echoed. Pit roared. Eyes dimmed slight. Sarah cried. Jake, we ran. Tunnels shaking. Explosion behind. Boom muffled. Emerged coughing dust. Night air sweet. But loss heavy. Worked? Sarah asked. Quiet. No whispers. But inside pressure lingered. Drove home silent. House dark. Slept fitful. Dreams of Jake in void. Merging. Morning. Checked mirror. Eyes still mine. Shadowed. Sarah called. Town stirring. People normalish. But alert's gone. No kids reported relief. Partial, then knock. Open door. Jake. Smiling. Miss me? Eyes hollow. Not him. Backed away. No, he stepped in. Imprint complete. Sarah arrived. Saw, screamed. We ran to truck. Drove fast. Highway 46. Kids lining sides. Watching. Jake. No thing. Chased. No, waited. Town behind, but pull strong. Stopped at pullout. Argued. He's them now, Sarah said. I know, but sacrifice failed. Revelation personal. Grandpa's journal lied. Or incomplete. Read again in truck. Hidden page. Sacrifice feeds. Doesn't close. Spreads stronger. Oh God. We made it worse. Jake's fall empowered. Kids appeared around truck. Smiling. Glass cracked. Hands reaching. I hit gas. Sped through. But one latched on hood. Boy. Eyes locked mine. Pressure surged. Memories flooded out. Crashed into ditch. Woke dazed. Sarah gone. Boy there. Your turn. Fought. Ran into woods. Found her. Hiding. Eyes. Still hers. Together, she said. Back to mine. No. Town lost. Hid night. Planned final stand. Visions showed. To close all broken must go. Fill riftful us. Accepted. Morning. Gathered last dynamite. To entrance. Down one last chamber. Collapsed partial. Pit wider eyes feast. Kids swarmed. We stood back to back. Ready? I asked. She nodded. Charged in. Swinging tools. Blood spilled. Hours. Touches cold. Imprints racing. Felt self fade. Set last charge. Boom. Dark took. But woke? In chamber. Alone. Sarah. Gone. Pit. Quiet. Climbed slow. Outside. Dawn. Town, silent. Walked back. People out, eyes normal? One smiled. Hollow faint, not over. Personal, I felt void in me. Guardian, or vessel, whispers soft. Mine now, horror, imprinted fully. But aware cycle mine to break? Or continue? Doubt crushed. The ditch smelled like wet dirt and gasoline. My truck nose down in the mud, headlights flickering weak into the trees. My head throbbed, vision blurry. Sarah? Where was she? I groped the passenger seat, empty. The boy on the hood gone too. Panic surged, sharp as glass. Sarah? My voice cracked in the night, stumbled out, door creaking. Legs shaky, the highway stretched empty both ways. Shadows thick under the moon. Small shapes moved at the edges, kids watching silent. Their eyes caught faint light, hollow and endless. A rustle in the bushes. I spun. Sarah emerged, face scratched, clothes torn. Alex, it touched me. Her voice trembled. She clutched her arm, skin pale where the cold had burned. We hugged quick, breath ragged. We got to get out, away from here. But the truck was stuck, wheels spinning mud when I tried. No signal on phones. Alerts dead now, ironic. Footsteps padded closer. More kids appearing, circling slow. Smiles fixed. Run, I whispered. We bolted into the woods, branches whipping faces. Feet sank in leaves, hearts pounding. Behind, laughter chased. Shrill, layered. Deeper in, we stopped at a stream, gasping. Water gurgled black. What now? Sarah asked, eyes wide. The pit. We made it worse with Jake. Fed it. Revelation hit. Grandpa's hidden note. Sacrifice strengthens, spreads. We're the key, I said. Our hollows, losses, they used us to open wider. Sarah nodded slow. My mom, your family, Jake's brother, we invited them in. Twist gut deep, not victims. Vessels from start. Kids found us quick. Emerged from trees, hands out. Imprint. We splashed across stream, cold water soaking shoes. Ran uphill, lungs burning, found a cave, old mine vent, dove in. Dark swallowed us. Flashlight from pocket flickered on. Walls rough, air stale. Deeper, we huddled. They'll come, Sarah whispered. Yes, whispers already echoed. Phil, us, pressure built fierce. Visions assaulted. Saw Jake in void merging, becoming conduit. His fall ripped the rift bigger. Town now portal, personal. I saw my pickup. The boy climbing in. Not random, he chose me. Sensed my alone, Sarah cried. I hear my mom calling. Fake, but pull real. A face at entrance. Girl. Help. We backed deeper. Tunnel narrowed. Then collapse? No, ground shook. Dust fell, kids pushing in. Cold hands grabbing, fight desperate. I kicked, connected solid. Girl yelped, dissolved shadow. But more. Swarm. Sarah swung branch. Hit one, it laughed, pressure crushed. Memories ripped out, whole chunks. Shop gone, name slipping. Alex, Sarah yelled. Anchor! We pushed through side crack. Emerged another chamber. Familiar. The altar one. Slab glowed faint. Eyes carved, pulsing. Kids poured in. Dozens. Major stand. We climbed slab, backs together. Come on! I roared. They lunged. Cold touches everywhere. Visions peak. Cosmic truth. Void not empty. Entity sentient, drifting stars. Minds punched holes. Latched on dead kids. Imprint Toanka. Consume world slow. Earth test. Or meal. Twist we could reverse. If strong, push back. But weak. Hollow. Sarah touched by many. Froze. Eyes glazing. No. Pulled her free. She blinked. I saw. We can merge back. Take control. How? Jump together. Into their dark. Fight from inside. Crazy. But escape failed. Kids overwhelmed. Dragged us to edge. Wait, no pit here. Altar cracked. Ground opened. Small rift. Pulled toward, we fought. Nails, teeth, blood slick, one bit me. Cold spread. Arm numb. Vision. Grandpa did same. Jumped, but failed. Became first imprinter. Family curse. Revelation, my bloodline. Miners opened first. Me the source. Guilt crushed. I caused. I gasped. Sarah shook head. No. End it. We broke free moment. Ran to rift. Jumped willing. Fall short. Dark wrapped tight. Inside void. No up, down. Floating. Entities around. Shapeless. Hungry. Kids' forms dissolved. True. Tendrils. Eyes endless. Pressure max. Minds linking. Saw Sarah's life. Her losses. Shared strength. Pushed back. Thoughts as weapons. Memories thrown. They recoiled, but pulled harder. Imprint full, felt self-fade. Become them, twist. Jake there, in dark. Help me. Real? Reached, touched. Warm? No. Cold, but pulled him. Merged us three. Power surge. Pushed entities. Rift shook, woke gasping. On chamber floor alone? No. Sarah beside. Jake too, how? Out, I croaked. Climbed. Tunnels collapsing. Emerged night. Woods quiet. Kids gone? Drove. Truck pulled free somehow. Town lights on. People out. Normal? But eyes met ours. Knowing. Failed escape. Back home. Mirror. Eyes hollow full. We all imprinted, but aware. Horror. Not beat. Became. Spread now. Us the predators. Personal. Regret wave. My fault. Picked up. Sarah hugged. Together. But dread. Ongoing. Night. Whispers ours. Imprint. Cycle twists. No. Aim 1000. Expand. The ditch smelled like wet dirt and gasoline. My truck nose down in the mud. Headlights flickering weak into the trees. My head throbbed. Vision blurry. Sarah, where was she? I groped the passenger seat. Empty. The boy on the hood gone too. Panic surged. Sharp as glass. Sarah! My voice cracked in the night. Stumbled out. Door creaking. Legs shaky. The highway stretched empty both ways. Shadows thick under the moon. Small shapes moved at the edges, kids watching silent. Their eyes caught faint light, hollow and endless. A rustle in the bushes. I spun. Sarah emerged, face scratched, clothes torn. Alex, it touched me. Her voice trembled. She clutched her arm, skin pale where the cold had burned. We hugged quick, breath ragged. We got to get out, away from here. But the truck was stuck, wheels spinning mud when I tried. No signal on phones. Alerts dead now. Ironic. Footsteps padded closer. More kids appearing, circling slow. Smiles fixed. Run, I whispered. We bolted into the woods, branches whipping faces. Feet sank in leaves, hearts pounding. Behind, laughter chased. Shrill, layered. Deeper in, we stopped at a stream, gasping. Water gurgled black. What now? Sarah asked, eyes wide. The pit. We made it worse with Jake. Fed it. Revelation hit. Grandpa's hidden note. Sacrifice strengthens, spreads. We're the key, I said. Our hollows. Losses. They used us to open wider. Sarah nodded slow. My mom, your family, Jake's brother. We invited them in. Twist got deep. Not victims. Vessels from start. Kids found us quick. Emerged from trees. Hands out. Imprint. We splashed across stream, cold water soaking shoes. Ran uphill, lungs burning. Found a cave, old mine vent. Dove in. Dark swallowed us. Flashlight from pocket flickered on. Walls rough, air stale. Deeper, we huddled. They'll come, Sarah whispered. Yes, whispers already echoed. Phil, us pressure built fierce. Visions assaulted. Saw Jake in void merging, becoming conduit. His fall ripped the rift bigger. Town now portal. Personal, I saw my pickup. The boy climbing in. Not random. He chose me. Sensed my alone. Sarah cried. I hear my mom. Calling. Fake, but pull real. A face at entrance. Girl. Help. We backed deeper. Tunnel narrowed, then ground shook. Dust fell, kids pushing in. Cold hands grabbing, fight desperate. I kicked, connected solid. Girl yelped, dissolved shadow. But more. Swarm. Sarah swung branch. Hit one. It laughed. Pressure crushed. Memories ripped out. Whole chunks. Shop gone. Name slipping. Alex, Sarah yelled. Anchor! We pushed through side crack. Emerged another chamber. Familiar? The altar one. Slab glowed faint. Eyes carved pulsing. Kids poured in. Dozens. Major stand. We climbed slab, backs together. Come on. I roared. They lunged. Cold touches everywhere. Visions peak. Cosmic truth. Void not empty. Entities ancient. Drifting between stars. Minds punched holes. Latched on dead kids. Imprint to anchor. Consume world slow. Earth just one. Pile and door. They weren't local horror. Cosmic parasites using loss as entry. Twist. Our group. Me, Jake, Sarah. Perfect. Our regrets like cracks. They fed on that. Sarah, touched by many, froze, eyes glazing. No. Pulled her free. She blinked. I saw. We can merge back. Take control. How? Share memories. Fill their hollow with our light. Sounded cheesy. But vision showed possible. But weak. Hollow too deep. Kids overwhelmed. Dragged us to edge. Altar cracked. Ground opened. Small rift below, pulled toward it. We fought. Nails, teeth. Blood slick on stone. One bit me. Cold spread. Arm numb. Vision. Grandpa did same. Jumped willing. Buthis lost too big. Became first imprinter above. Family line cursed. Dad's accident, not chance. Imprinted. Revelation. My blood opened. Me to close guilt wave. My fault all. Sarah shook head. No, we end. Broke free moment. Ran to rift. Jumped together. Full short. Dark wrapped tight. Inside void. No up down. Floating endless entities around. Shapeless tendrils. Ice countless. Kids' forms gone. True form. Horror cosmic pressure max. Minds linking forced. Saw Sarah's life full. Her mom leaving. Pain raw. Shared burden. Strength grew. Pushed back. Thoughts as blades. Memories thrown like light. They recoiled. Screeched silent. But pulled harder. Imprint full force. Felt self fade. Become part. Then twist. Jake and Dark. Brothers. Reached. Touched. Warm flicker. Pulled him in. Merged 3 power surge. Losses combined, but solidarity filled. Pushed entities hard. Rift shook violent. Woke, gasping. On chamber floor, Sarah beside, coughing. Jake too, eyes clearing. How? He muttered. Us, I said, together filled, but chamber collapsing. Rocks falling, ran. Tunnels crumbling behind. Emerged into night. Woods quiet. No kids. Drove back. Truck started somehow, town lights on. People out, blinking confused. Eyes met ours, clearing. But pressure lingered faint. Home. Mirror check. Eyes shadowed still. We all felt it. Not over. Merge partial night. Whispers returned soft. Imprint. More. Horror. We took power, but void in us now became hybrid. Spread or contain. Dread overwhelming cycle twisted us in.